The Daily Show studio. The overhead lights are hot, but the air is cool, like the AC is paid to keep everyone on edge. The audience is seated, laughter preloaded in their palms. Trevor Noah steps out first, dark suit, white shirt, no tie, a smile that can cut but starts warm. Good evening, New York. His voice spills across the room like coffee into a cup. Tonight we have a guest who needs no introduction. But I'll give him one anyway. Johnny Depp. Applause. Loud, but measured, like everyone senses this isn't just another show. Depp walks out slowly. Black jacket, white shirt, 2 buttons undone. Hair a little longer than the last photos. Eyes dark, calm, but something in them makes camera 2 linger. He sits. Legs crossed. Hands on his knees. Trevor sits opposite. Between them, a glass table. 2 glasses of water. One for Trevor. One for Johnny. Johnny, Trevor begins, you haven't been on TV, how long? 2 years? Depp nods, barely. More. And you picked us. You don't shout. That's a plus. Laughter in the room. Light. Trevor smiles. I shout when I have to. But tonight, no. Tonight we just talk. Camera 1, close up on Trevor. Camera 2, Johnny. Camera 3, wide. Let's start simple. You're back. Movies, music, art. You're in the game again. What's it like, coming back after everything? Depp looks at the glass. Doesn't touch it. Coming back isn't about being on top again. It's about breathing again. Trevor nods. You said breathing. A lot of people said you weren't breathing. 2 years. 2 years isn't that long. For Hollywood, it's forever. Depp smiles, faint. Hollywood isn't forever. It's just a place where time runs sideways. Trevor leans in, just an inch. You've been painting. Playing with the Hollywood vampires. Staying off the grid. Was that breathing, or hiding? Depp's fingers curl, then relax. Both. Depends on the day. Trevor's eyes flick to the audience, then back. You've said the system tried to bury you. That's a heavy word. Bury. Depp's jaw tightens, almost imperceptible. It felt heavy. But you're here. Smiling. Signing autographs. Doing press. So, resurrection? Depp exhales through his nose. Resurrection implies I was dead. I wasn't dead. I was paused. Trevor tilts his head. Paused by who? Pause. The room stills. Camera 2 zooms in on Depp's eyes. A flicker. By noise, Depp says. By headlines. By people who don't know me deciding who I am. Trevor nods, slow. You sued a newspaper. Won. Lost. Won again. The world watched. What did you learn about truth in a courtroom? Depp's fingers tap once on his knee. Stops. That truth doesn't live in courtrooms. It lives in silence. Between the lines. In the things people don't say. Trevor leans forward. But you said a lot. In depositions. On stand. You called it the truth. Depp's gaze sharpens. I called it my truth. There's a difference. Trevor smiles, but it's thinner now. Your truth. The world's truth. Amber's truth. Whose truth wins? Depp doesn't blink. Truth doesn't win. It just survives. The audience shifts. A cough. Trevor sips his water. Depp's glass remains untouched. You've been quiet about her. 4 years. Why speak now? Depp looks past Trevor, into the dark of the studio. Because silence becomes a cage. You speak, or you rust. Trevor sets the glass down. The clink is loud. You said in an interview, I lost a piece of my soul. Was that about the trial? Or before? Depp's throat moves. A swallow. Before. During. After. It's not a timeline. It's a scar. Trevor's voice lowers, almost gentle. People say you play the victim. That you're the pirate who cries. Depp's eyes snap back to Trevor. People say a lot of things. Most of them are mirrors. Trevor doesn't flinch. Mirrors of what? Of what they want to believe. Or what they're paid to. The room cools. Camera 3 pulls back. The space between them feels wider. Trevor flips a card, casual. You're doing a new film. Modigliani. You direct. You produce. You star. Is this redemption? Depp's laugh is soft, dry. Redemption is for people who believe in sin. I don't. Then what is it? It's work. It's proof I still have hands. Trevor nods, but his eyes don't leave Depp's. You've said America saved you. Gave you a second chance. But America also ate you alive. Which is it? Depp's fingers curl again. Tighter. Both. America doesn't do half measures. Trevor smiles, but it's sharp now. You once said, Hollywood is a machine that grinds souls. You're back in the machine. Why? Depp leans forward, just slightly. Because I built part of it. I know where the gears are. Trevor's eyebrow lifts. So this is revenge? Depp's voice drops. No. It's maintenance. The audience laughs, nervous. Trevor doesn't. You've been called a lot of things. Genius. Monster. Drunk. Poet. Which one sticks? Depp looks at the glass. Finally lifts it. Takes a slow sip. None. They're all costumes. Trevor watches the glass return to the table. You're wearing one now. Depp meets his eyes. So are you. Silence. Not the polite kind. The kind that presses. Camera 2, Depp's hand, steady, but the knuckles pale. Trevor breaks it. Let's talk about control. You've said you lost it. Found it. Lost it again. What does control mean to Johnny Depp in 2025? Depp's voice is low, almost a whisper. Control is the moment before you speak. When you decide what stays inside. Trevor leans in. And what's staying inside tonight? Depp's eyes don't move. Everything that matters. Trevor smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. That's a lot to carry. Depp shrugs. I've carried worse. Trevor flips another card. You've been memed. Mocked. Cancelled. Recancelled. Now you're trending again. How does it feel to be a headline that breathes? Depp's jaw flexes. Like being a ghost in your own story. Trevor's voice softens, but the edge is there. You ever think the story wrote you? Depp looks at him, long. Every day. Pause. The lights feel colder. The audience is quiet. Trevor sips again. Sets the glass down. The sound is sharp. You said in court, I'm not the man they say I am. Who are you, then? Depp's eyes narrow. I'm the man who survived them. Trevor nods, slow. Survived. Not won. Depp's voice is flat. Winning is for games. Surviving is for wars. Trevor leans back, just a fraction. You're doing press for a fragrance now. Savage. Irony? Depp's smile is thin. Irony is for people who pretend they don't need money. Trevor laughs, genuine this time. Fair. He pauses. The room waits. Let's go deeper. You've said the media crucified you. But you fed them. For decades. Why bite the hand now? Depp's fingers stopped moving. Because the hand started choking. Trevor's eyes flicked to the glass. Then back. You ever think you choked first? Silence. Thick. Camera 1 zooms on Trevor's face. Calm. Camera 2, Depp's eyes. Unblinking. Depp's voice is quiet. You're good. Trevor shrugs. I ask questions. Depp leans forward, elbows on knees. No. You dig. Trevor doesn't smile. That's the job. Depp's gaze doesn't waver. Then dig carefully. The air changes. The lights feel heavier. The audience is frozen. Trevor flips the card. Looks at it. Looks at Depp. You once said, I don't want to be a product. But you are. Always were. What changed? Depp's voice is low, steady. I stopped pretending I wasn't. Trevor nods. And now? Depp's eyes darken. Now I choose the label. Trevor's smile is gone. Even if the label says damaged? Depp doesn't blink. Especially then. Pause. The longest yet. Camera 3 pulls back. The table between them looks like a border. Trevor's voice is softer now. You ever miss her? The question lands like a stone in still water. Depp's face doesn't move. But something shifts. A micro-tremor in his left eye. He doesn't answer. Trevor waits. The silence stretches. The audience doesn't breathe. Camera 2, Depp's hand, now flat on the table. Fingers spread. Trevor leans in, just enough. Johnny? Depp's voice is barely audible. Don't. Trevor doesn't move. Don't what? Depp's eyes lift. Lock. Don't go there. Trevor's voice is calm. We're already there. Depp's jaw tightens. His hand curls into a fist. Then opens. He looks at the glass. Then at Trevor. You want the truth? Trevor nods. That's why I'm here. Depp's voice is raw, sudden. Then here it is. I miss the idea of her. Not the war. The room inhales. Trevor doesn't blink. And the war? Depp's eyes are wet, but his voice is steel. Was mutual. Silence. The kind that screams. Camera 1, Trevor's face. Unreadable. Camera 2, Depp's eyes. Glassy. Fixed. The lights hum. The AC whispers. Trevor opens his mouth. Closes it. Depp doesn't move. The pause is deafening. The studio lights don't flicker. They just feel colder. Camera 3 holds the wide shot, 2 men, 1 table, 2 untouched glasses. The audience is a held breath. Trevor's voice is low, almost private. Mutual. That's a new word. Depp's knuckles are white against the glass table. He doesn't speak. Trevor waits. The silence is a third guest now. Camera 2, Depp's eyes. Dry again. Hard. Trevor leans back. The chair creaks. You said it was mutual. The world heard something else. Depp's voice is gravel. The world heard what it wanted. Trevor nods, slow. Recordings. Texts. Photos. That's what the world heard. Depp's laugh is a single exhale. Edited. Cropped. Sold. Trevor's fingers tap once on the table. You never denied the recordings. Depp's gaze snaps. I denied the story they built around them. Trevor tilts his head. Which part was false? Depp's throat works. The part where I'm the only monster. Silence. Camera 1, Trevor's face. Still. Calculating. Trevor's voice drops further. You called her a liar. In court. Under oath. Depp's eyes narrow. I called the narrative a lie. There's a difference. Trevor's smile is gone. The jury didn't see one. Depp leans forward. Elbows on knees. The jury saw what they were paid to see. Trevor's eyebrow lifts. Paid? Depp's voice is flat. By attention. By clicks. By the machine. Trevor doesn't flinch. You're saying the system rigged it. Depp's laugh is bitter. I'm saying the system doesn't need to rig. It just needs a villain. Trevor sips his water. Slow. Sets it down. You volunteered. Depp's eyes flash. I volunteered for love. Not for war. Trevor's voice is soft. Love doesn't leave scars. Depp's hand moves. Just an inch. Toward the glass. Stops. Love leaves everything. Pause. The lights hum louder. Or maybe it's the blood in the room. Trevor flips the card. Doesn't look at it. You said you'd take a bullet for her. Depp's voice is a whisper. I did. Trevor's eyes don't leave his. She said the same. Depp's jaw trembles. Once. Then we both lied. Silence. Camera 2, Depp's hand. Shaking now. Barely. Trevor leans in. Why come back, Johnny? Really? Depp's voice is raw. Because I'm tired of being the ghost. Trevor nods. And tonight? Depp looks at him. Long. Tonight I stop haunting. Trevor's voice is almost gentle. By saying what? Depp's eyes close. Open. That I was broken. And so was she. And the world watched us bleed and called it entertainment. Trevor doesn't move. And now? Depp's voice cracks. Just once. Now I want the story to end. Trevor's hand moves. Toward the glass. Stops. It doesn't end. It trends. Depp's laugh is hollow. Then let it trend with the truth. Trevor's eyes narrow. Which is? Depp leans back. Exhausted. That we both lost. And no one won. Silence. The audience is stone. Camera 3, wide. The table looks smaller now. Trevor's voice is quiet. You ever think she's watching? Depp's eyes flick to the camera. Camera 2, his face. Raw. She always is. Trevor nods. Then say it to her. Depp looks straight into the lens. The room disappears. His voice is steady. I'm sorry. For the parts that were mine. And for the parts one couldn't fix. Pause. The camera doesn't blink. Trevor's voice is barely there. And the rest? Depp's eyes don't leave the lens. The rest was war. And war doesn't apologize. Silence. The longest yet. Trevor looks at the glass. Then at Depp. You okay? Depp's smile is small. Broken. No. Trevor nods. Good. He stands. Slowly. The chair scrapes. Depp doesn't move. Trevor walks to the edge of the stage. Turns back. Cut the feed. The director's voice crackles in the earpiece. Trevor. Trevor pulls the earpiece out. Drops it. The clatter is loud. The lights dim. Not off. Just lower. Depp sits. Alone now. Camera 2 holds on his face. He looks at the glass. Lifts it. Drinks. Sets it down. Empty. The audience is gone. The crew is frozen. Depp stands. Walks off frame. His footsteps echo. The screen goes black. White text fades in. No music. No voiceover. Feed terminated at 9:47 p.m. Clip removed from all platforms within 11 minutes. Still trending. Fade to black.